Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking the exploding 2026 AI landscape and synthesizing it into a cohesive, highly actionable strategy for focused creators. Listen, if you've been paying even a little bit of attention to the creative space lately, you know that AI is absolutely no longer just a novelty. It's literally the foundation of a brand new economy. So today, we're going to break down exactly how you can navigate this wildly shifting space. We're talking everything from landing highly profitable clients to choosing the absolute best tools, winning massive global film festivals, and, of course, protecting yourself legally.
Right out of the gate, to truly grasp the sheer scale of this opportunity, just look at this number, a massive 329% year-over-year growth in demand for AI video skills on Upwork. That proves this is a very real, massive economic reality. This isn't just hype, folks. According to Upwork's most recent data, businesses out there are actively hunting for people who can actually integrate AI into their workflows, and AI video generation and editing are absolutely leading that charge. The thing is, clients don't just want you to know how to type a text prompt anymore. They want applied AI. They want you to deliver a real, measurable outcome.
Okay, here's a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll start with monetizing AI in 2026. Then we'll explore the best AI video tools out there, dive into winning AI film festivals, and finally unpack the copyright law dilemma.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, monetizing AI in 2026 and building the business.
So how are top creators actually turning AI into highly profitable agencies? Well, they're following 3 really simple rules for finding high-paying niches, instead of wasting time targeting super technical clients who just want to argue over small fees. You see, most beginners spend months testing random ideas that frankly never pay out. The real money is in finding businesses with a high deal size, a dense expensive pain point, and a pretty low understanding of technology. Think about HVAC companies or med spas, right? If an HVAC company misses just 10 phone calls over a busy weekend, and say 2 of those were $5,000 jobs, they just lost 10 grand. That is an incredibly high pain density. If you can step in and build a simple AI voice agent or booking system that answers those calls instantly and secures the job, they are not going to care how you built the back-end system. They just want the problem solved. And they will gladly pay you a premium setup fee plus a monthly retainer to keep that system running.
Now, there is a massive strategic divide when you're selling these services online. Basically, Fiverr is ideal for strict, packaged deliverables, where speed is the name of the game, whereas Upwork really rewards relationship building to land those high-paying, ongoing retainers. If you're building a quick, custom CRM automation or, say, a 60-second captioned product video, Fiverr is a fantastic place to package that up as a specific deliverable. But if you're looking to become an ongoing partner for a brand, Upwork is absolutely where the larger budgets are flowing right now. You win on that platform by sending highly targeted proposals that calculate exactly how much time or money your specific AI integration is going to save their team.
And when you really nail this strategy, you can create AI video ads for local or even global brands that command massive traditional agency fees, and that goes directly into your pocket. Creative agency founder Chris Branch hit the nail on the head here. He points out that a standard 1 to 2 minute marketing campaign meant for social media or TV used to cost brands anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 when it was done the old, traditional way with huge graphic design teams and large crews. Brands expect to pay for high-value marketing. The absolute game changer now is that you can fulfill that entire high-end creative process as a single individual using AI.
Moving right along to Section 2, the best AI video tools and actually executing the work.
You know, true professionals don't really sit around asking what the single best tool is overall. Instead, they select specific models based entirely on their current needs. Choosing your AI model today is exactly like a cinematographer selecting a specific lens for a shot. For example, if you're doing high-end VFX and you desperately need fine-grained control over how a specific texture moves, Runway Gen 3 Alpha is your professional power tool. On the other hand, if you're a social media manager and you need to rapid prototype 10 different visual concepts in an hour, Luma Dream Machine is your speed demon. What if your narrative film requires complex human physics, like a character running down a street without looking totally stiff and robotic? Well, Kling AI is the undisputed king of realism there. And if you need a broadcast-ready package where a character delivers synchronized dialogue straight from a prompt, Google VO3 handles both sight and sound perfectly in a single pass.
Okay, to solve the absolute biggest visual problem in AI right now, we have to talk about the concept of character consistency. This permanently ends the frustration of your digital subject constantly shifting appearances in every single new frame. Anyone who's ever generated an AI image knows the pain of the uncanny valley, right? It's where a character's jawline suddenly shifts, their eye shape completely changes, or their hair texture morphs just because you changed their outfit or moved the camera angle. It's a total nightmare and an absolute dead end if you're trying to build a brand identity or a cohesive visual narrative. But innovations like Soul ID act as a trained identity layer. It essentially locks in a digital double so you can reuse them reliably over and over again.
So why does this matter so much for that AI agency you're building? Well, by following 3 insanely rapid steps on platforms like Higgsfield, you can create a reusable digital double that guarantees the brand consistency those high-paying clients absolutely demand. It's so simple. Step 1, you just upload 20 or more consistent photos of a subject from different angles. Step 2, let the model train for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And Step 3, name your character. Boom! From that point on, the face stays perfectly locked in place while you change the lighting, the setting, and all the action happening around them. This right here is the exact technical leap that allows a solo creator to fulfill a massive agency contract.
Let's shift gears to Section 3, winning AI film festivals and earning the prestige.
Talk about institutional legitimacy. Just look at the staggering $1 million prize recently awarded by the Google Global AI Film Award. AI filmmaking has officially spawned its own highly lucrative and fiercely competitive global festival circuit. We're talking about over $2.6 million in total prize money spread across major events just in 2026. From the Runway AI Festival in New York and LA, all the way to the World AI Film Festival screening at the Palais des Festivals in Cannes, this is absolutely no longer just a niche internet hobby. Winning these competitions literally transforms your positioning overnight from a standard creator into an award-winning studio.
So how do you actually capture these massive prizes across global circuits like Cannes? Judges are consistently looking for creators who tell a genuine, emotional story, who finish the production professionally, and who execute visual impossibilities that live action simply can't achieve. The biggest mistake you can possibly make is submitting a raw, unedited visual demo reel with some generic music track slapped on top. Festivals want a beginning, a middle, and an end. They expect proper sound design, precise color grading, and highly intentional pacing. And crucially, they want to see things that only AI can do. If you're just using AI as a cheaper alternative to live action, you are going to lose to the creator who uses the tech to pull off totally impossible camera moves, surreal transformations, and wild dream logic. Keep it short, cast your AI characters consistently, and treat it like a real film.
And finally, Section 4, the copyright law dilemma and facing legal reality.
This brings us back down to earth for a critical reality check, because we really must ask this foundational question. Can you actually own what AI creates? Developers train these tools on massive amounts of pre-existing internet data, which leaves you, the creator, navigating a complete maze of potential infringement. Whenever you feed a prompt to a generative AI tool, it digs into massive databases of text, images, and videos, much of which might already be copyrighted by traditional human artists. So as you build your agency, sell your services, or submit to those film festivals, the legal status of your final product remains one of the most hotly debated, unresolved issues worldwide. There is a really stark legal contrast right now between the traditional creativity required by a human author and the autonomous outputs of a machine. See, copyright law historically rests on the sweat of the brow, or the modicum of creativity doctrine. It essentially protects the fruits of human labor and intellectual creation. But when a machine generates an image or a script based purely on a prompt, the law genuinely struggles to find that guiding human hand in the actual physical execution of the work.
And you can see national institutions all over the world actively grappling with these massive intellectual property challenges. Take the CSIR in India, for example, heavily involved as global law just scrambles to adapt to this technology. Governments across the globe are taking totally different approaches right now. The European Union, for instance, is pushing for strict mandates that require AI tools to disclose exactly what copyrighted materials they were trained on. Meanwhile, other jurisdictions are taking more of a wait-and-watch approach, maybe introducing some exceptions for text and data mining. But as of right now, there is absolutely no unified global consensus on how to treat the authorship of an AI-generated work. You might remember when the U.S. Copyright Office famously stripped protection from AI-generated images. They basically ruled that merely acting as an instructor who feeds text prompts to an AI doesn't legally grant you authorial ownership. We saw this play out in the graphic novel Zarya of the Dawn. The text and the layout were protected, but the individual AI-generated images, those were stripped of copyright the second the office learned how they were actually made.
Similarly, attempts to list an AI algorithm itself as an author have been repeatedly denied by U.S. courts, maintaining that human authorship is a bedrock requirement. So you might be the director giving the instructions, but if the machine executes the rendering autonomously, the current legal framework often views that output as entirely public domain or completely copyright-free.
I want to leave you with a final, really provocative thought to consider as you navigate this wildly lucrative, technically brilliant, yet legally uncharted 2026 landscape. We are living in a moment where your pure ability to ideate and automate can generate incredible wealth and breathtaking art. But as our traditional definitions of authorship and ownership continue to fracture, we have to ask ourselves, as human creativity becomes more about curation and instruction, how will we ultimately define the value of our own work? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I highly encourage you to get out there, keep exploring these tools, and keep pushing those creative boundaries.